Hello everyone, welcome to building the ultimate Matchbox car collection. My name's Tyrone and I'm going to need a bigger studio. So something bad happened. Actually a number of things happened to break my stride with this video. Curiously, some addresses were shown on camera, so I stopped and taped up the box again. I thought nobody will know, and then I read out a letter David sent me, and it has other people's names in them, so I thought maybe that's inappropriate. So I thought I'll just edit it out. I'll just roll with it, because I didn't show the piece of paper on camera, I just read it. And then I realised maybe the other people on the page wouldn't appreciate me reading out their names, so I thought, that's fine, I'll just roll on, I'll edit. And then I tipped the box up and showed another address inside the box. So I thought, no, I can't just tape it up and pretend I didn't. So, different format on this show. We have to roll with these things. I'm just going to... I have unpacked the box and I'll just show you everything that David at TWYCE Diecast sent me. This is the 1971 Dodge Charger Super Bee, accompanied by the 1971 Chevy Monte Carlo SS. Now we don't get these two packs around here, and if we did, that'd be a lot more than $14.99, let me assure you, because we pay about that, in Australian dollars mind you, for one Johnny Lightning on a card, let alone two. But I'm going to take these off the card immediately because I need them in my collection. These are current. I did flip this around. Yeah, there you go. 2021. So this is brand new. So let's have a look. Actually both of these, the Monte Carlo and the Super Bee, will add to my rather large now collection of Johnny Lightning. Even though things aren't going to go over my shoulder today, go downstairs for a better look. I am quite happy to get rid of packaging, more and more so. Oh look, oh look, sweet. Yeah, this one came out in a single pack recently actually. I got that this year, and to add to the Super Bee collection, I've found that one, and I have the green one but I can't find it. It is close by, and I got that one as well, so that's a really nice lineup of Johnny Lightnings. I'll put those cheekily underneath the Matchbox sign, but it's a beauty. And Monte Carlo, I didn't know Monte Carlos looked like this. So far my education in the Monte Carlo lineup has all been from TWYCE Diecast. There's that one, there's that one, and there's that one. All different shapes, all Monte Carlos. Isn't that nice? Yeah, it's very 70s, isn't it? Love those lines. And Johnny Lightning, I don't like to open the parts if they open. This one has an opening bonnet. Gingerly he opens and quickly, oh, that slammed down actually. That's unusual for a Johnny Lightning. Sometimes they go down nicely and sometimes not, but we were lucky with this one. So 70s. Beautiful. They look heavy, don't they? And metal on metal Johnny Lightning is satisfyingly heavy. We'll work through... I've already seen all of these, so I can't lie to you. After the multiple catastrophes, I thought, oh well, I might as well do the job properly. Johnny Lightning again. White. They normally have very creative names, and there is one here. We'll get to that in a second, but they've just gone for straight up white on this one. This is another new casting from Johnny Lightning. Oh yeah, you can see that. Good. Current issue. There's plenty of variety coming out now for Johnny Lightning. Plenty of variety. Probably won't see these in my shops because, you know, pandemic, supply chain problems, all the rest of it, and they weren't coming thick and fast here when they were coming, and now good luck finding anything. So, but I have friends. I have David. Oh, that's nice. I've got a M2 in this kind of style truck, also sent to me by David. Oh, that's nice. Big white walls. I think I'll leave that bonnet right where it is because I like those lines at the moment. Nice. So heavy. That's a sweet looking truck. The term truck, because for me this is a ute, I actually dropped the word truck. I was driving with a friend of mine, and a Dodge Ram went past, and we get them new in Australia at the moment. Who knows when they'll disappear as well. But a Dodge Ram went past going the other way, and I said, "That's a nice truck." And he looked at me like, "Huh?" So now I'm calling them trucks. Anaconda Gold, yeah. This is probably the nicest looking Firebird they brought out. This is the 1972 Pontiac Firebird Formula. It seems so strange doing a video in this style, and it's a mail call, but here we are. There are the others available this year, to you in America at least. I get a lot of comments on videos like this saying, "Where do you get these things?" And I used to be able to say, well, we get them from Kmart, which is like your Walmart. Actually, if you were an American viewer, you probably wouldn't be asking me where I got them from because they're usually readily available for you, but Europeans, New Zealanders, Australians, South Americans, South Africans often say, "Where do you get all these from?" And used to be able to say Kmart. No longer. Supplies have evaporated. That's nice. I've got a lot of these in Matchbox, but to see the extra details, and I'll always harp on about metal on metal, rubber tyres. Just can't beat it. Sweet. Very nice. Next cab off the rank, we'll go to Hot Wheels, and I won't open this one because it's old. It's got flames on it. I have a thing about things with flames on it at the moment. Quite often I see on David's channel and other American channels, when you see the Guaranteed for Life logo, it means it's American, and Americans find it quite exotic to see a Hot Wheels card without Guaranteed for Life because it means it's not American. But here in Australia, that is exotic because it's from America, and this is old. Again, I have read this and now I've lost it. Oh, there we are, 1995. Whoa. So yeah, that's nice. I'm spoilt enough to say that I have Majorette Range Rovers from Chasing Diecast Cars, and now I have a Hot Wheels Range Rover from TWYCE Diecast. It's a crazy world, isn't it? So we'll put that conveniently in front of the Matchbox sign. I've seen this guy before. I'll put you upstairs just a little. I don't know what channel or what cable or satellite TV outfit I've seen this guy on. It might have been either Foxtel many years ago, or maybe it's Netflix or Amazon more recently, but I've seen him. I recognise that tash. I can't open this. This is real Matchbox memorabilia. Matchbox Collectibles is the series My Classic Cars with Dennis Gage. The name doesn't ring a bell, but that mug does. Do you know him? I think the deal with the show was he would interview people about their particular classic car and the car that was most important to their life story. And this being the 1962 Volkswagen Beetle. And I really want it out of the card, but, you know, the card is part of the deal, isn't it? So, I think not, young fella. Oh, and this one. This is the second one of this series that David sent me. I think the first one was a Ferrari F40. And I've resisted rummaging to crowd out the table with other things because there's enough in this lineup to keep us more than occupied. Limited edition Matchbox Gold. It is the Gold Collection, complete with medallion. This is the Plymouth Prowler, one of 5,000. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it was a Ferrari F50. Nice. Lots of Matchbox history on display. More Matchbox history. Crazy. Millennium Rigs. It's only about 20 years old. Look at the condition of it. David, where do you find these things? Special edition, History of Automobiles. Matchbox, The History of Transportation, from the year 2000. Probably a 1999 copyright. That would make sense. Yes, 1999 copyright. Nice. Again, it's all about the presentation of that, so that's safe in the studio. Even more memorabilia. This is from the Showcase series, obviously. Matchbox Collectibles. Pontiac Vibe GT didn't come to Australia. I think it is a variant and a manufacturing cooperation between Pontiac and Mitsubishi, I think. But yeah, again, it's all about the fancy packaging, the presentation. A little bit of Matchbox history there. What year are we talking here? 2003. So coming up to 2 decades old. Absolutely immaculate. And we're going very non-Matchbox from here on, so buckle up. Check this out. Jaguar lightweight E-Type. I've got plenty of Jaguars around the place. I've got plenty of E-Types around the place. Not many Hot Wheels. So I think I'm just going to rip this off the card. I do love car culture. I've got a lot of Hot Wheels car culture. I've never really seen Hot Wheels as a competitor to Matchbox. I just have only so much room in my house. I've got that. I don't have that one in orange. Now I have that one. Let's crack it. I was going to spruik my other channel to show off an upcoming video about Hot Wheels, but I won't. Oh, that's nice. I'm not sure how rare that was, but hopefully not that rare because I've just ripped it off the card. Really do have a soft spot for Hot Wheels car culture. That's nice. Really nice. And really mixes it up well with other brands. Car culture series of Hot Wheels. Sweet. And should we take a massive leap? This is M2. Again, not available at all in Australia. This is the 1970 Ford Mustang 428 SCJ. Not sure what that means. I'll unboxed this on Ultimate Diecast, but this is new with a really retro look to that card. It's really funky, which makes it quite hard to destroy packets, doesn't it? But yeah, it survives today, but not many more days. Beautiful. And then we go, we'll stick with M2 just for one more second, and then we really go uptown. I've been challenged. I'm really bad at putting things together. I did kit set models as a kid, and as soon as they were finished, I normally shot them up with an air pistol. Even if I did a good job. I'm a destructive kid, really destructive. Just a lad, really. Haven't quite grown out of that, although I don't have an air pistol anymore. I will attempt to put this together. It's a threat. I think I'm going to go for these gold wheels, because they're going to look funky with the gold accents on this car. And my first hoist. I've seen other channels show off these hoists, and now I have one of my own. Beware. I think as soon as I get the gold ones on, I'll think, wonder what it would have looked like if I had the white ones. Diecast Looney he does quick wheel swaps, and I'm always fascinated to see what wheels he's going to put on. So I'll be mixing it up with the pros with this one, albeit no screwdriver. There is a screwdriver there, but no drills to pull things apart, really. So it's a bit of a lightweight attempt, because I'm a lightweight, and I'll give it a go. Shall we go really uptown now? Because this is a mail call from TWYCE Diecast. So he's included a couple of Para 64s. I'm always tempted to call it 64 Para, but I'm aware that that is incorrect. This is a Porsche. Of course it's a Porsche. Because this is a mail call from the Tiffany's of Diecast. Should we pull it to bits? I think so. I was thrown for a second about all the bloopers that I suffered doing this, the intros to this video. And I did the box scene. You saw how big the box was. And I was happily going along. I even made a joke about the side of the box, because it had, apart from it, somebody else's address on it, it had Apple Cookie and Chocolate Company on the side. And I was happily making a joke about the fact that I don't eat sugar, but gee, I'd eat that. And then I went into a whole spiel about eating at a Denny's restaurant when I was in the States. And before the food came, I was joking with my wife about ordering one of everything in the desserts, even though it was quite early in the morning. And she said, the portions here are big, be careful. And so I stuck to one dessert, and I forget what it was now, but it arrived and it was huge. And it put me on a shatteringly high sugar high, and then subsequent low for the rest of the morning. And we're on our way to Niagara Falls, because we're heading up into Toronto. And I had to stop at every truck stop for more food, because I was continually going on sugar lows. But yeah, so I would still attempt to eat Apple Cookie and Chocolate from the Apple Cookie and Chocolate Company. Alright, on with the show. So yeah, I guess you had to be there. I made some silly jokes, and then I realised I couldn't continue with the video. Para 64. What does it say about the model? Oh, there you go. Is this correct? Yellowbird. Oh, I think I've heard that name being used on TWYCE Diecast. That's probably the only place I've ever heard it. The RUF CTR Yellowbird 1987. And it's in black. It's got to come off the base at some point. Look at that. Did I mention David's the Tiffany's of Diecast? I hope that nickname sticks because he really suits it. I was in another American travel story. Brace yourselves. Fast forward if these bore you because I love telling them. I went to the States and I'll never forget it. Check this story out. My wife and I were in Wall Street, right across the road from the New York Stock Exchange, and there's a Tiffany's on Wall Street. Of course there is. And I had the bright idea of going in there, taking the wife in there, and thinking about buying a little memento for the holiday. We were a month in the States, and we were living it up. So we go into Tiffany's, and we were looking around at all these things without prices on them, and I just wanted something small, something cheap to remember the holiday. Well, cheap, come on. Something small to remember the holiday by. Oh, we got this from Wall Street. Ooh. And we overheard one of the shop assistants, they're probably not called shop assistants, speaking to a couple of old ladies, tourists, and she said, this is one of our most popular items. It's low end of the range, the cheapest thing basically, not in those words, but the cheapest thing we have in the shop. It's only $1,500. We promptly left, empty-handed. But that was our Tiffany's experience. Right, on with the show. I just watched a video of David's, and I joked that he's going to give us all nosebleeds because he takes us to the highest point possible with this amazing hobby. Here is another Para 64, and I feel my nose running as we speak. Now I know where to look. This is an M8 Coupe in Montague Red. Left-hand drive? Huh. That's beautiful. Mind yourself, young fella. We don't want any more bloopers. I'm just going to just try and prise that off with my thuggish hands. Oh, there's no point reading the back of the box. See, that one wasn't as obvious. Wasn't as obvious as it needs to be for somebody like me. Look at that. As I look through the viewfinder for the very first time, I just get so swept along with these mail calls. What world have I entered where I get mail calls from David at TWYCE Diecast, Jeroen at Chasing Diecast Cars? What planet have I landed on where these things happen? That's beautiful. Yeah, that needs to be off the plinth at some point. Probably permanently. I do like to store my cars loose. And I want to get a Mini GT next to this. But actually, I want to get a BMW Mini GT next to this, and I'll probably do a comparison at some point. But for now, they can go right there. Let's go to Mini GT. Speaking of the devil, and there he is. Is it just my imagination, or is Mini GT going even further upper class? Uptown or what? Is this just the presentation they come in your neck of the woods, or have they always done that, or what? Because I ordered a few Mini GT online last year, and they just came in the box with like cellophane, like you'd get a Tomica. Now there's this big presentation thing going on. It's really nice. Won't crack this today, but it won't survive in there too long, I can assure you. So I'll unbox that at some point. This is new, by the way. Don't know. You can probably see that. It's the McLaren Senna. And yeah, that's definitely coming off the card. Beautiful. Thank you, David. And even further uptown, before we get to what I consider the star of the show, but we'll get to that in due course. Be patient. LCD models. Again, the only place I've ever heard of these is TWYCE Diecast. The Tiffany's of Diecast. I really like that nickname because it really suits. Oh yes, look at that. I wonder if David's wife watches these videos, because she'll be sitting there thinking, yeah, too right, Tiffany's of Diecast. Have you seen his Diecast budget? David will be shaking his head. No, dear, I really don't spend that much money on them. Just like I do with my wife. I've seen this exact type packaging on David's channel. Oh, look at that. The Range Rover autobiography. Quad exhausts. What are you seeing? You're seeing plenty. Very nice. Oh, look. See those red brake calipers? It's very nice to see them in person, if you know what I mean. Look at those. Oh, wow. You can watch these all day on other people's shows, but let me assure you, they're quite captivating when you see them in person. Wow. Wow. Huh. Yeah, that'll come off the plinth too. That's nice. They're I remember when they came out with this swishy style tail light. I'm not sure what year they started off with that. But before that, it just went straight up like a little rectangle. Well, the whole setup was just a rectangle, and they looked good until they did that, and now they look fantastic. That's really nice. And as soon as you see the old version, you think, ew. Because look at that. Same with the headlights. They just went all funky and left everything else in the dust. That's a good looking vehicle. Really nice. Which brings me to the very last car I have to show you today, and I'm not sure how to feel about it. It kind of makes me feel like when I was a kid, I did a swapsy with the kid across the road. He had an Action Man that I wanted, and I swapped some Matchbox cars for it, and I had that Action Man for about an hour until his mum found out, and his mum rang my mum and said, "You get that Action Man back over here. It belongs to my boy." This is a custom from David at TWYCE Diecast. This is his very first custom, and I'm not sure if it should be in my studio. Maybe David was under the weather when he decided to send me this. So in case he recovers and realizes it's here and not there, I'll keep it in a very safe place. The significance is heavy on this one. Chick-fil-A is David's first job. It's his favourite restaurant, and he put it on this Hot Wheels custom, complete with Victorian license plates, I believe. This great state of Victoria in Australia's south. This was in the letter that I initially read out, and then realised I perhaps should not have read the letter out, and that was one of my many bloopers of the video. This, I'm not sure if it should be here, David. I'm thrilled it is. It's a great looking vehicle. It's got a wheel swap. It's got details that you know the original never did. Indicators, headlights, and of course the Chick-fil-A logo on it. Funky little piece, but I'm waiting for your mum to ring my mum and tell me to give it back. But very honoured it's here. Yeah, this is a Hot Wheels heavy lump of a thing, 1976 on the base. I'm thinking it's a Hot Wheels piece, not a licensed vehicle, because it doesn't have a name as such on the base. But yeah, Chick-fil-A on the side. Fantastic. I'll keep it safe until you realise it's here, David. Yeah. This collection has evolved into this crazy thing that is just out of control, and I actually did a video very recently to be the sort of the opening shot or shots of my show and tell videos, and it's like a 30-second piece featuring some of the things other channels and viewers have sent in. And now that little video is out of date because this isn't in it, and it really should be. But the next show and tell I will have the now defunct 30-second intro, and the very next show and tell will feature this guy until it's repossessed. But yeah, that's crazy. That's really crazy. Thank you, David, for all of this stuff, but I'm trying to get my head around it. That's crazy. Oh man. I'll do a go upstairs trick and we'll pan around at this madness. As I said in the intro, or maybe it's not in the intro anymore because I filled it with bloopers and had to get rid of it. But I said, isn't it nice to have crazy friends? And I have one in David. So yeah, terrific, absolutely terrific. I'm going to stitch all of these videos together. I had maybe 5 bloopers to begin with things being shown on camera that shouldn't have been. The phone rang the first time the phone's ever rung. It's supposed to be on silent, but there you go, just riddled with bloopers. So I hope I'll be able to stitch this video together in a very unconventional mail call video, and I hope you enjoy it as much as I enjoyed unpacking this box and discovering the craziness. Like, share, subscribe, and also importantly, like, share, subscribe over at TWYCE Diecast. David, he's in Trussville, Alabama. Truly the Tiffany's of diecast. He shows the best of the best. Okay, like, share, subscribe. Bye.